Joe Dispenza often shares with his audience something truly important and transformative. He frequently discusses how the power of our thoughts and emotions can change our lives. But how does it actually work in practice? In his teachings, Joe explains that it's possible to literally change one's reality in just 3 days by using simple, yet incredibly powerful principles. He talks about how to create the life of one's dreams, how to become the true creator of one's reality, and how to attract everything you desire into your life. Are you ready? Joe encourages viewers to embark on this incredible journey together. He advises everyone to close their eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and then open them. By doing so, they'll be prepared to listen closely to something that could change their life forever. Joe introduces a belief system so powerful that it has the potential to turn dreams into reality in just 3 days. Yes, that's right, just 3 days. Some may think this is impossible, but Joe invites everyone to entertain the idea. What if it is real? What if you could have everything you desire just by believing it is already yours? This isn't magic or a trick. It's the incredible power of your mind, and Joe is here to teach how to harness it. Years of research into the human brain, consciousness, and the quantum field have shown Joe that people can heal themselves from chronic illnesses, create abundance from nothing, and find love when all hope seems lost. How do they do it? They use the method Joe is now sharing with you. It all begins with a simple idea. Your thoughts create your reality. Every thought you think sends a signal to the universe, like placing an order at a cosmic restaurant. The problem is, most people place the same order every day. They think about their problems, fears, and limitations, and that's exactly what they get. But you are different. You are here because you are ready for change. You are ready to place a new order and create the life you have always dreamed of. And Joe will help you do that. The first step is visualization. You must imagine your desired outcome so clearly that it feels real. This isn't about vague wishes or fleeting dreams. Joe is talking about a clear, detailed picture that involves all your senses. If you dream of a new car, don't just imagine it. Hear the engine roar, feel the smoothness of the leather on the steering wheel, and smell the fresh interior. Make this image so real that your brain can't distinguish it from reality. But visualization alone is not enough. You must repeat this every day, many times. The more often you do it, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. Joe knows that some of you may be thinking, I've already tried visualization and it didn't work. Let him explain why. Visualization by itself is not enough. You need to combine it with a powerful emotional state. Your thoughts are the signal, but your emotions are the fuel that amplifies that signal. Think back to a time when you were truly happy, deeply in love, or overwhelmed with joy. Joe explains that this emotional state must match the frequency of the vision you want to create. When you merge your thoughts with elevated emotions, the brain and body synchronize in a way that amplifies your intention. It's like sending a signal to the universe with both your mind and your heart, aligning your body's energy with your desires. But why does this work? Joe shares that the mind doesn't differentiate between the real world and the world you create in your imagination. When you rehearse a vision so clearly and emotionally, your body believes it is already happening, and it begins to operate in harmony with this new reality. This is why people can manifest change. They are essentially retraining their body to respond to new possibilities. Joe's work also reveals that this practice can be incredibly transformative for people dealing with chronic illnesses, personal struggles, or emotional blockages. By changing the way they think and feel, they are able to rewire their brains, shift their energy, and open themselves up to new opportunities. The mind's ability to shape the body is truly miraculous, and Joe has seen countless success stories of people overcoming the odds. Joe Dispenza often highlights how our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape the reality we experience. He emphasizes that to manifest our desired life, we must not only think about our goals, but also feel them deeply as if they have already come true. In this process, Joe explains that it's not just about visualizing success, It's about aligning our emotions and energy with our goals. He suggests that when you visualize your goal, you must feel joy, gratitude, and excitement, as if you have already achieved what you desire. This emotional connection is essential. The body must truly believe that the desired outcome is real. However, Joe notes that most people make a common mistake. They visualize, feel good for a moment, but then return to their old life with its familiar patterns of behavior. They allow doubts to creep in, begin to worry about how things will unfold, and look at their current circumstances, thinking it's impossible. This is why the next step is crucial. Joe stresses that one must live as though the desired result has already been achieved. What does this mean? It means thinking, feeling, and acting as if you already have what you want. For instance, if you're visualizing financial abundance, start feeling gratitude for the money you already have. If you're visualizing perfect health, start treating your body as if it's already healed. If you're visualizing loving relationships, begin to spread love to everyone around you. This isn't about pretending or lying to yourself. It's about aligning your energy with what you want to create. It's about becoming the person who already possesses what you desire. And here's the truth, according to Joe. You don't get what you want in life. You get who you are. Yes, it's understandable if someone reading this might think, "But Joe, my life is a mess right now. How can I pretend everything is perfect?" It's a valid question. Joe doesn't ask anyone to deny their current reality. What he asks is that you choose which reality you want to focus on. Every possible version of your life already exists in the quantum field. There's a version where you suffer and a version where you thrive, with an infinite number of possibilities in between. The key is to tune into the frequency of the reality you wish to experience. It's like changing the channel on a radio. You're not creating a radio station. You're choosing which one you want to listen to. The important element here is belief. You must believe, with every fiber of your being, that what you want is not only possible but inevitable. It's not about positive thinking or daydreaming. It's about having unshakable, deep confidence. A belief so strong that you can feel it. How can you develop such faith? Through repetition and persistence. Each time you visualize your goal, each time you feel the emotions of having achieved it, and each time you act as though it's already yours, you strengthen your belief. You're reprogramming your brain to accept this new reality as truth. But Joe reminds his audience that old beliefs will fight back. Our brain is wired to keep us safe, and safe means familiar. So when you begin to change your thoughts and beliefs, you may feel discomfort, anxiety, or fear. This is perfectly normal. Joe Dispenza often reminds his audience that the path to personal transformation is not always easy. He explains that the greatest breakthroughs in history began with ideas that seemed impossible at the time. For instance, the Wright brothers believed that humans could fly when everyone else thought it was impossible. Martin Luther King dreamed of equality in a time of deep racial discrimination. These were not mere fantasies. They were powerful visions, fueled by unshakable faith, and they changed the world. Joe assures his viewers that they possess the same power within themselves. They have the ability to change their world and create their own reality. But to do so, they must be willing to step outside their comfort zones. They need to be ready to think differently, feel differently, and act differently. The key, according to Joe, is a specific 3-day period. Why 3 days? Because it generally takes the brain about 3 days to begin accepting a new pattern as reality. During these 3 days, Joe urges his followers to be relentless in their focus. They should wake up every morning and immediately visualize their goal. Feel the emotions as if the goal has already been achieved. Then, throughout the day, they should continually return to that vision, using any free moments, whether standing in line or sitting in traffic, to strengthen this new reality. However, there's an important caveat. During these 3 days, Joe stresses that it is crucial to eliminate everything that contradicts the new belief system. That means no complaints, no worrying, and no negative self-talk. He acknowledges that this might sound difficult, but he reassures his viewers that it's necessary. The process is about reprogramming the brain to create new neural pathways that will eventually make this new mindset the default. By using this belief system alongside practical actions, they can create a new reality. Some might wonder, what if it doesn't work in 3 days? Joe acknowledges this as a valid question. The truth is, sometimes change takes longer. Sometimes it happens gradually. But Joe promises that if viewers dedicate themselves to the process and truly live it for 3 days, they will see a shift. It may be small at first, but it will be a shift, and that small shift is the beginning of a completely new reality. Joe compares it to planting a seed. While the growth may not be immediately visible, it's happening, and with time, it will bloom. Joe Dispenza often shares with his followers the profound truth that change is a process. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't see the results immediately. But if you continue to water it, give it sunlight, and nourish it, it will grow. The same is true for your thoughts and beliefs. They are the seeds. Your emotions and actions are the water and sunlight. As you continue to nourish them, they will blossom into your new reality. Now, Joe reveals a secret about the true power of this belief system. It's not just about getting what you want, but about who you become in the process. When you begin living from a place of possibilities instead of limitations, when you start focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want, transformation happens. You become more confident, more creative, more alive. These changes not only affect you, but everyone around you. Your energy shifts, and people begin to respond to it. You become a beacon of possibility, inspiring others to pursue their dreams. You create a ripple effect that can transform your family, your community, and perhaps even the world. Joe has seen this countless times. He has witnessed people healing from chronic illnesses when doctors said it was impossible. He has seen people build thriving businesses from nothing. He has watched people find love after years of loneliness. Every time, it all started with a change in belief. It's not just about manifesting material things. It's not only about manifesting cars, houses, or money, although these things may come as a consequence. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about aligning with your purpose and potential. It's about living a life filled with meaning. Because here's the truth. You are the creator. You are a powerful conscious being with the ability to shape your reality. But for much of your life, you've been creating it automatically, reacting to circumstances instead of consciously choosing your path. This belief system gives you that power back. It allows you to become a conscious creator of your life. Now, Joe invites you to think about something you truly desire, something that would change your life if you had it right now. Have you imagined it? Excellent. Now close your eyes and see it. Make this picture as vivid and real as possible. Then, feel how you would feel if this was already yours. Allow this feeling to fill your entire body. Hold on to that feeling. This is your new state. This is the energy you need to carry with you over the next 3 days. Every time you feel yourself returning to old patterns of thought or emotion, return to that feeling. Let it become your anchor. Remember, your thoughts are powerful, but your feelings are the magnets. They pull your desires to you. So, feel good now. Don't wait until you receive what you want to feel good. Joe Dispenza often emphasizes a powerful and transformative truth. Feel good now, and watch how quickly your reality begins to change to align with that feeling. This is where the real power lies. Some people may think that focusing on their own desires sounds selfish. They might ask, shouldn't I focus on helping others rather than thinking about what I want? It's a noble thought. But here's the truth. You cannot give what you do not have. When you are living your best life, when you are filled with joy and vitality, you have so much more to give to others. Your cup overflows, and everyone around you benefits from that abundance. Think about it this way. When you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put on your oxygen mask first before helping others. Why? Because if you run out of oxygen, you can't help anyone. The same principle applies to life. When you live your best life, you inspire others to do the same. You have more energy, more resources, and more love to share. You become a force of good in the world. So don't feel guilty for wanting more for yourself. It is not selfish to want to live your best life. In fact, it would be selfish not to want that. The world needs your fullest potential, your gifts, and your unique perspective. You can only give these when you live in harmony with yourself. Now let's talk about action. Some people believe that this belief system means you just sit back and visualize all day, waiting for everything to magically happen. Joe emphasizes that this is not the case. Yes, inner work is incredibly important, but inspired action is equally necessary. The key word here is inspired. When you are in harmony with your vision, when you live with faith and positive emotions, you will begin to feel inspired. You'll have ideas, you'll see opportunities. Follow those impulses. Take actions that bring you joy. But here's the important part. Do not force yourself to act from a place of fear or desperation. This is the old way of doing things. Instead, act from a place of anticipation and joy. If something feels difficult or draining, stop. Align yourself again with your vision. The right actions will energize you, not drain you. Remember, you're not trying to force something to happen. You are allowing it to unfold. You align yourself with the version of reality where you already have what you want. The actions you take are simply your role in that reality. Now let's address what to do when things don't go as planned, when obstacles arise. This is where many people give up. They see the obstacles as proof that things aren't working. But Joe teaches a different perspective. An obstacle is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you are on the right path. Obstacles are simply challenges that test your resolve and commitment. They are part of the process. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, Joe encourages his followers to view them as opportunities to learn and grow. By facing challenges head-on and overcoming them, they become stronger and more aligned with their true desires. When facing obstacles, Joe encourages his audience not to get discouraged. Instead, he invites them to ask themselves, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? How is this preparing me for what I want?" Every great success story, Joe reminds us, includes moments of doubt and struggle. It's not about avoiding these moments, but rather how we respond to them. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect in order to feel good. Don't tie your happiness to your circumstances. Choose to feel good right now, no matter what is happening around you. It may seem illogical. I'll feel good when I get what I want. But Joe teaches that this thinking is backward. You get what you want when you first feel good. Your emotions are the magnet that attracts your desires. So make feeling good your top priority. Find reasons to be grateful right now. Find reasons to be excited and confident right now. Start telling a new story about your life. Instead of focusing on what's wrong or what's missing, speak about your life as if it is already perfect. Speak about it with conviction and emotion. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. Therefore, when you tell a new story with emotion, it accepts it as the truth. And when your subconscious believes something, it works tirelessly to make it your reality. It's important to understand that this belief system is not about controlling every detail of your life. It's not about micromanaging the universe. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do is to release control and trust that the universe knows better than you how to bring your desires into your life. Your job is to be clear about what you want, feel the emotions of already having it, and remain open to receiving it. How it happens is not your concern. Often, your desires will manifest in ways you couldn't even imagine, so stay open and flexible. This process requires letting go of control, which might feel intimidating. But here's the beauty of it. When you let go of control, you gain true power. You align yourself with the infinite intelligence of the universe and open yourself up to possibilities far beyond your current imagination. To conclude, Joe reminds us that this belief system, this way of life, isn't just about acquiring material things. It's about becoming something greater, expanding your consciousness, and living a life filled with purpose and meaning. When you begin living this way, your desires might change. What seemed important before may lose its significance. You'll start valuing experience more than possessions. You'll begin striving for growth instead of comfort, looking for ways to contribute and change the world. And this is where the true magic of this belief system lies. Joe Dispenza often emphasizes that personal transformation is not merely about changing external circumstances. It's about changing your internal world. It's about becoming a person who naturally attracts abundance, love, and fulfillment. Joe invites his audience to make an important commitment as they move forward in their journey of transformation. For the next 3 days, he challenges them to live from a new belief system. He encourages them to hold their vision firmly, to feel the emotions as if their desires have already been fulfilled, and to take inspired actions. He advises them to tell a new story about their lives and, most importantly, to be patient and kind to themselves during the process. This practice, like any new skill, takes time to master. Joe reminds his followers that there will be moments when old patterns of thinking will resurface, and that's okay. When this happens, he encourages them to gently bring themselves back into alignment with their vision and positive emotions. The key is consistency and the willingness to stay the course. Joe reminds his audience of their incredible power. They are not victims of their circumstances. They are the creators of their own lives. He encourages them to dream big, feel deeply, take bold action, and trust the process. When they embrace this new way of being, they will begin to notice changes. These changes may seem small at first, an unexpected encounter, a new opportunity, a shift in their well-being. But these signs are confirmations that they are on the right path. The universe is responding to their new vibration. However, Joe stresses that this is only the beginning. The journey doesn't stop here. To continue growing, they must keep developing their vision, raising their emotions, and taking inspired actions. There is no limit to what they can create. As they grow, their vision will expand, and they'll start to see opportunities that they couldn't have imagined before. As they create their new reality, it's essential to enjoy the journey. Too often, we become so focused on the end goal that we forget to appreciate the process. But the truth is, the real magic happens during the journey. This is where growth, learning, and transformation take place. It's where they become the person capable of living the life of their dreams. Joe encourages his followers to enjoy every moment, find joy in the process of becoming, and celebrate every small victory and every sign of progress along the way. Because each of those moments is a miracle in itself, a testament to their power as creators. Finally, Joe talks about consistency. Creating the life you desire is not something that happens once and is then forgotten. It's a way of life. It's about constantly choosing your thoughts, constantly elevating your emotions, and consistently taking inspired actions. It's about making this new way of being your new normal. At first, this might feel like work. They might have to consciously remind themselves to visualize, to feel good, to stay focused on their vision. But over time, it becomes second nature. It becomes who they are, not just something they do. And that's the truth. When you consistently practice this belief system, you begin to gain momentum, and the changes in your life become inevitable. The journey of personal transformation can be likened to a powerful force that propels individuals toward their desires. At first, a great deal of effort is needed to get it moving, but as the momentum builds, it becomes easier to maintain. In the beginning, the process might feel slow and results may seem distant, but over time, as you consistently apply the methods, it becomes easier. Results come more quickly, synchronicities occur more often, and manifestations become stronger. Challenges will inevitably arise during this transformation. People who are familiar with your old behaviors may feel uncomfortable with your changes. They may even try to pull you back into your old ways, but this is a natural part of the process. They are used to the version of you that existed before your transformation, and your changes challenge their perception of who you are. It's important to not let these reactions deter you. Your growth may inspire others, but even if it doesn't, it's crucial to remember that your journey is your own. As you raise your energy and align with your higher self, some relationships will naturally fade. Though this may feel uncomfortable, it is part of the process. Trust the flow. New relationships and opportunities that match your new energy will appear in their own time. Persistence is key in this process. There will be times when results don't appear immediately, and it might feel like nothing is happening. However, just because you don't see immediate changes doesn't mean nothing is occurring. Just like a seed planted in the ground, the growth may not be visible above the surface at first, but beneath the surface, it is strengthening and preparing to bloom. Your desires are similar to that seed. Trust that even when you don't see tangible results, important internal processes are taking place. This period of uncertainty is a time to test your commitment. Your belief in the process must be stronger than ever. The universe always responds to your vibrational energy. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. If results aren't coming as expected, it's a sign to adjust your approach. Perhaps clarify your vision, elevate your emotions, or take new inspired action. The key is to never give up. The moment you are about to quit might be the very moment just before a breakthrough happens. Keep moving forward, stay aligned with your vision, and trust in the process. The journey of personal transformation is never about a quick fix or a sudden change. It is about a continuous process of growth. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that in order to create lasting change in life, individuals must understand that transformation takes time, dedication, and practice. The key to making this shift is integrating the techniques and mindset that he shares into everyday life. One of the most important tools for change is the technique of mental rehearsal, where you visualize your desired outcome with intense detail. It's not just about imagining your goals, but about feeling them deeply as though they are already a reality. This technique works because it trains the brain to think in terms of possibilities and rewires neural pathways to support the reality you want to create. By consistently practicing mental rehearsal, you create a new reality in your mind, which your body will begin to align with. Through the emotional intensity you bring to this practice, your subconscious mind begins to believe that your desired reality is already true, which in turn influences your actions and decisions in the real world. Additionally, Joe stresses the importance of emotional alignment. The thoughts you think create the emotional state you experience, and that emotional state then broadcasts out into the universe, attracting similar experiences. That's why it's crucial not just to think positive thoughts, but to feel those positive emotions deeply. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions to align with because it raises your vibrational frequency. When you practice gratitude for what you already have and what you're about to receive, you're aligning yourself with abundance. This shift in emotion helps you embody the energy of the reality you desire, making it easier to attract the circumstances that match that energy. One important practice Joe advises is to not wait for circumstances to change before you start feeling grateful. In fact, he suggests that you feel gratitude before your desires manifest. This subtle shift, choosing to be thankful for what's already coming into your life, signals to the universe that you are aligned with your desires. Instead of focusing on lack or what you don't have, shift your focus to the abundance that is already present and the abundance that is on its way. This action helps you cultivate an attitude of abundance, which naturally attracts more of the same. Joe Dispenza's teachings focus heavily on the power of belief. He explains that what you believe to be true will shape your reality. Most people live based on the beliefs they've inherited from their upbringing or societal conditioning. These beliefs shape their perceptions, thoughts, and actions. To create a new life, Joe argues, you must consciously choose to believe in a new story for yourself. This requires a shift in your mindset. Believing that you are worthy of success, that you can heal yourself, that you can create wealth, that you can manifest the relationships you desire. This new belief system must be lived daily, not just in thoughts, but in emotions, actions, and interactions with others. As you consistently apply these methods, change begins to compound. At first, the changes may be small. Perhaps a new opportunity arises or a challenge seems to resolve itself in an unexpected way. But as you continue, the changes become more pronounced. Joe points out that you don't need to know exactly how things will unfold. Your job is simply to stay in the right emotional state, maintain your focus, and take inspired action when opportunities present themselves. The universe is always responding to your frequency, and as you align with your desires, it starts to bring them into your life. Joe also reminds us that the journey of transformation is not without obstacles. Often, when we start to change, old habits and negative emotions will resurface. This is a natural part of the process. The key is to remain steadfast in your commitment to the new version of yourself. Challenges are opportunities for growth, and they will come. But if you view them as stepping stones rather than setbacks, you will continue to evolve. Joe encourages his followers to stay patient and persistent. The real test is whether you can continue to choose a higher path even when the road seems difficult. If you can commit to staying aligned with your vision, you will inevitably reach the life you desire. Another crucial aspect of transformation, Joe emphasizes, is living in alignment with your authentic self. When you step into your true power, living in full alignment with your higher purpose and vision, you not only create the life you desire, but also inspire others to do the same. People are drawn to those who embody authenticity, and this, in turn, elevates the collective energy of the entire community. By living a life of purpose and intentionality, you become a beacon of light that influences and lifts others. Imagine a world where every individual understood this truth, a world where each person lives up to their highest potential, creating a state of love and abundance. This is the world we can create, one person at a time, and it begins with you. So, as you leave this place, remember that you possess a power greater than you can imagine. You have the ability to create any reality you can envision. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your own life. Over the next 3 days, live as though your life depends on it, because, in a sense, it truly does. The life you've dreamed of, the person you know you can become, all of it hinges on how fully you accept this truth. Visualize your desired reality with crystal clarity. Feel the emotions of already having what you want. Act from a place of joy and excitement. Tell a new story about your life, and be infinitely grateful. Watch as your world changes before your eyes. Remember, this is not about forcing or struggling. It's about aligning, giving permission, and becoming. It's about tapping into the infinite power of the universe that flows through you. It's about becoming the highest and truest version of yourself. You already have everything you need right now. You are already whole, already complete. You're not searching for something outside of yourself. You're simply allowing your inner greatness to manifest in the world. So, move forward with courage, with conviction, with unwavering confidence that you are the creator of your reality. And in just 3 days, you will be amazed at how your world can change. This is your moment. This is your time. Step into your power and embrace your potential. Create your reality. The world is waiting for the gift that only you can give. Give it with all your heart, all your soul, all your being. You are ready, you are worthy, you are strong. Now go and create the life of your dreams. It is all waiting for you. All you have to do is believe, feel, and allow. Your new life begins now.